time is marching on, and it is March. Time to say goodbye to the fantastic Electrolux Automatic 330 and swap it out for a much more modern vacuum cleaner that you guys have chosen for March. So, let's have a look. Good evening, my vacuum cleaner and Electrolux chums. How are you today? Yeah, this thing has been great. Obviously, it doesn't have the original reefer suppressor, so zero worries about any of that. And yeah, just like they were so popular for, it just goes. You turn it on, you pick up the dirt, you turn it off, you put it away again. What more do you want? Probably more than this. But hey, we won't go there now. So, let's start from the bottom. The floor head has been fine. However, notice I've swapped the two-piece wand to a one-piece wand. Even this isn't quite good enough either. This pattern non-original bend tin isn't quite as long. There ain't much in it, but it's not quite long enough. So, I do find myself having this at a bit of the wrong angle, and the problem with that is that this floor head needs to be at the right angle so that the suction pulls the brushes back. When you get it right, lovely, but when you don't, you're digging these front bristles in a treat. Oh look, the lint pickers have picked up some bird feathers. Oh, lovely job and stuff. So yeah, this has been really quite nice. I mean, it's a bit of a shame that the rubber at the back is not its best, but it's certainly it's certainly not bad, but it's starting. This came from Barton's as it was, and it's probably over 50 years old now. Bless its little heart. So yeah, nice one. Blah blah blah. This hose has been, bar the height issue, perfectly fine. Obviously, not being a woven hose, no problem with an air leak at all, and it's only screwed into this original end. So one day somebody might have an original 330 hose that could go on this, although correct me if I'm wrong, I think the 330 had some sort of plasticky crush proof hose anyway. I think it was just the 345 that had the woven one, which is nice, but the woven ones are very stiff and big, and I do prefer a crush proof hose, but it doesn't look quite as good. Right, let's have a look at the machine itself. It's been very, very nice. It still has very good airflow indeed. And if you look underneath, the filter isn't too bad. There's the beginnings of the carbon dust cloud, grim, that will start with an Electrolux. They are very hard on their carbon brushes, sadly, but it's not too bad. And if you look inside, I did keep the sellotape on it. There is something iffy with this rod, and I can't be bothered to fix it. This again is probably going to be like the DA-01, popped onto eBay quite cheap. So if you fancy yourself a 345 in the distant future, there will be one on eBay. Not a 345, a 330. The bag is pretty nice and full. There's a lot of dirt in there. We can't see it. I don't know why I'm showing you it. And the filter, I don't want to take that out. The filter, I mean, you can sort of see it does have a little brown skid marky ring, because that's what they do. And because obviously we can't turn it on. It doesn't even need the back door cover on one of these. It never opened, and that was that. Again, I don't think I picked up too much fine dust at all. A lot of my dirt is coarse dirt. Coarse, gritty, birdy dirt. Let's wind the cable up. This is a bit of a pain. Again, you could go back in there and retension it, but it goes back in. It's not too bad. Even the back isn't any worse than it was when we got it. So yeah, very nice to use a proper Electrolux, and we can tick a Z330 off of our list. I've got two smashed Z345s that we should probably do something with in 2025. So yeah, we will not be seeing the last of this shape of cleaner at all. But this may be the last time we see this, or nobody buys it, it goes back in the loft, and we do see it another day. I don't know. But what I do know is that it's time to have a look at the modern replacement cylinder that we have lined up for this. For March, we are going to use this kinky little Karcher 5200. It was second place on the last poll and it's first place on this poll. Yeah, I have it back. It did go back to the owner who owned it when we refurbished it, and then he had to clear out, and it's back here because I do really love it. Its main benefit is cord rewind. I mean, imagine if you had to wind the cable up around the vacuum. It would just be awful. And unlike the Electrolux, it rolls itself in moderately quickly. Very nice indeed. It's tiny. This thing is so dinky. It's probably smaller-ish than a Henry 160. Certainly a fair bit smaller than the Victor V9. And I think most of that is where the top curves in. If it was sort of flat, it may not be quite as good. I have also been cheeky and sort of using this on and off. It hasn't really been away. It's always been somewhere. So it's a good chance for us to look at the filter, which has a little bit of fine dust. It's got these paper bags in it, you see. You know, remember these old school paper bags? And we got quite a lot of them. I'll be honest, it's probably going to keep it in there. That doesn't smell particularly nice anymore, although it is a SIBO one. So I'm going to pop that into the bag. Then we're going to pop this bag back in because, like I say, I've done the car with it. I have used it around the house a bit. It's perfectly fine, really. It'll do. We have a very nice hose end. I mean, you can tell that the inside of the wand, oh yeah, that must be starting to corrode just a little bit, although it's not too bad. We can pull the flex out. Very nice flex. We have a Dura plug on the, no, sorry, Perma plug, not Dura plug, Dura plug clone. Very modern, horrible Dura plug clone, but not horrible, it's nice enough. There we go, yeah, just an on-off switch. And it's got tons of airflow on it, absolute tons. A fair bit more than the poor Electrolux had, bless it. But, you know, unlike the poor Electrolux, this has a broken wand. I don't even want to try and move this, because when I first got it, I unboxed it. It took the wand ages to lock itself in, and it locked itself in at the right height. So we shall leave it. Then we have this floor head. Very nice indeed on the hard floor. Very nice indeed on this. It's not bad on the carpet. The suction of the machine clamps it down. These little floating brushes, although that one's a little bit loose, can either be up for carpet or downish for the hard floor, but because it rolls on its wheels, it doesn't really matter which one you do, and I don't think it's going to really matter which one we do indeed use, because I think it's going to pick the bits up pretty well regardless of its setting. Oh yes, yeah, that's lovely, that is. That's not a good thing to show, is it? I feel I pulled it up. And yeah, it just goes onto the hard floor fine. You could put the brushes down. Oh, that does help a little bit actually. Putting the brushes down does help a lot. Let's pull the birdcage forward. Now, don't quote me on this, but I think it might be molting season for the budgie. Look at all these feathers. Phoenix never produced this many, although this one's very nice. Oh, I do keep some of the bigger ones. Here you go, this nice yellow one, which it isn't going to focus on because they're so small and dainty. Yeah, we'll keep that one. But the rest are going because, well, we don't keep little flue feathers, we call them. See what the Karcher makes of them. Oh, yeah. Look at it, pull them in. Oh, very nice. That is lovely. Yeah, this floor head is quite nice, especially for my setup. If you had lots of deep power carpet, probably not helpful. But for here, it's fine. Yeah, we have some small tools for it. They're just generic 35mm tools, but have them we do. So let's pick a machine. Roomba. Haven't looked at this since last month. 12 vacuums in 12 months, and look at that. It never amazes me just how much rubbish it picks up. And I gave upstairs a good vacuum with a couple of uprights. And it still picks up all of this. I think he was just lost a hairband there, but never mind. She shouldn't have left it on the floor. Right, there we go. That'll pick stuff back up again now. What's under here like? Rotating brush is fine. How much hair is wrapped around these rollers? Oh, loads of rubbish. So that's there. Oh yeah, look, we fitted this new last month, didn't we? And look, it's just starting to peel. That's lovely, isn't it? Great. Oh yeah, more hair on this side, so that's fine. We can clean those, pop that back together, and that will be good. Right, in fact, no, we'll pop that over there. Right, what's next? We'll do the little Greenote because, yeah, look, it's been used quite a lot this month, so that's pretty dusty. That's not bad. Again, you don't pick up a ton of dirt with this, so it never needs more than just. There we go. Perfect. It is ready to go. No, this is how it falls off things when you do that. Right, how is our Dreame doing? This is now the 3rd month, and again, it's been sat at the side of the front room all month, getting, well, this bit has, getting quite dusty. There we go, because yeah, the machine's not really on when it docks, it's just rolling itself up. So this bit gets quite dusty. The bag, ooh, that's getting a nice chunk of dust in it. I don't know if we can see inside of it anymore. No, look at that. But hey, that's not bad. Inside of here, I have thought, do we cut a little HEPA circle and stick it in there? But I don't think I do. I think the only reason it's getting so dusty is because we keep taking the bag in and out of it, and I don't think we're going to be able to do that for much longer, because then we are going to struggle to get it back in. So that's cool. It charges up and turns itself off. Absolutely fantastic. And look, you can see where all the dirt has to bounce through first, and then it gets all dusty. Yeah, that's all been working fine. It just comes on, turns itself on for half an hour, gets back on the network, wakes itself up, does its cleaning, then turns itself off, and it empties every 2. Ooh. Oh, it's been making a funny noise the last couple of runs. I bet that's it. I bet it's just been gently touching that Lego brick that Charlie would have left there. Yeah, it's obviously done a run without docking, because obviously I only have it docking every 2 runs. So we can have a gander and just see how much dirt it does actually get on a decent run. That's, that'll only be 1 run because it empties every 2, so that's pretty decent. Although what we can do is the filter. Yeah, that is proper grim. That is. It's probably going to be time for a new one soon. And with this mesh, all the suction really does is clean that bit off. So yeah, I still don't fully agree that it is a hands-off for 3 months machine. Marvellous. Right, that'll do. That is its big clean-up for the month. Let us de-hair it, because yeah, this one doesn't have anti-hair anything. It's just is what it is. And yeah, that does show. I didn't think I would have quite this many issues with it, but I guess I do have my children quite a lot, and my children have hair. What can you do? But it's picking off easily enough. I mean, I could actually use the proper tool, but this is doing all right. We'll give this a clean up, and yeah, in there it's very grimy. That must just slice all of the grimness off the bottom. There we go. The final vacuum is Le Greenote, and it's got to clean out. I actually, earlier on today, because I flipping needed to use it to clean out some debris from around my glow plug sockets my glow plugs before I removed them. Then the socket they fitted in, all the dirt would have fallen in, so I got the extendable wand out. But I did have to give it a flipping good vacuum out first, which we're going to do again a little bit because I just needed the filter cleaner. So there it is. After the quickest of wafts over, just to get some suction, so I can stick it on boost and suck all of the rubbish out, and then change my glow plugs. And just like every month, as simply as that, the Greenote is literally as good as new. As clean enough as it came out of the box. Really, you're going to struggle now. Yeah, I mean, it has suction anyway, because I needed suction. I couldn't run any cables out. So I cheated and used cordless, and that is that. There is our month's floor care fun laid out in front of us. What did you use for the month of February? Do let me know down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Because again, you don't have to like everything you use. It's always good to think of pros and cons. Can't really be many cons with this unless it physically explodes. Well, it's a little bit warm, but you know, it's a Karcher. It's probably designed to run more reliably than a pneumatic. And on that controversial note, I and my cleaning collection will see you soon. Bye bye.